Welcome to the Slap of the Week. I am your host, Liam Evans, and I will be going over all sorts of news that are backed up by info that I got off of Google and ChatGPT and a book I read from the 80s. It is all breaking news, and it will be relevant to today's info, and I will be supported by our weatherman, Lucas Carter, and our fellow news anchor, Maddox Austin Bias.
Hello, welcome back to The Slap, your one-stop shop for news of the world. My name is Maddox Austin Bias, your host for this evening, and today we're going to be talking news. For today's subject, I'd like to talk about man's best friend. What do they know? What are they thinking? And most importantly, do they even know what an election is? That's why I am proud to introduce The Slap's new segment, Political Perspectives. Our K9 companions might not have a voice in the voting booth, but they definitely have strong opinions on the issues that affect their lives every day. And that's why we created this segment, to give the pups and doggos a chance to speak their mind. Mostly because I thought it was funny. To start us off, we're going to be asking Sergeant Wolfers his opinion on the immigration policy of the USA. So, what do you have to say? Oh, well, you can't say that on TV. You might want to cut that. So what do you have to say about healthcare? Is it affordable enough? Is it affordable for a dog? Yeah, thank you for your time. Do you believe that kids today have access to quality education?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
That's not an answer. Climate change? Yeah. Hey, no fighting during the interview. No fighting during the interview. Do you believe that it's a violation on your doggy rights not being able to vote in this year's election? What do you mean you don't care? Who let this cat on set? Get this cat out of here! Well, wasn't that just adorable? They certainly had some interesting things to say. But for now, that concludes Political Perspectives. We hope you enjoy because... Oh, sorry, I think I'm getting a phone call from my manager. Talk to me. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, sure. So, this just in. This segment has been canceled. Yeah, it was nice while it lasted. Well, I've been Maddox Austin Bias, and it's been a pleasure to host the first and last episode of Political Perspectives. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and be sure to come back to the Slap for your daily dose of news.
Well, it was nice having you, Maddox. However, we got news to tell, so next up, we'll be telling you our weather for San Antonio, Texas, with Lucas Carter being our weatherman. Now take it away, Lucas.
Good evening, America. This is Lucas Carter, your weatherman. I hold this report today with a current temperature of 77 degrees at 11 p.m. We are expecting tonight to hold a settling temperature of around 70 degrees. Tomorrow on Thursday, we are expected to have a sunny day with temperature as low as 68 degrees to as high as 91. On Friday, we'll have temperature as low as 67 to 92 degrees. On Saturday, it will be a little cloudy yet still sunny with temperature as low as 69 degrees to as high as 89 degrees. On Sunday, we'll have temperature as low as 69 degrees to 90 degrees. So with that being said, the entire week is settled for sunny days. Now, with the weather and temperature reported, we will pass on the news to Liam Evans. See you next time.
Thank you, Carter. And today's story is about how we found Mr. Shugart's DNA in a strawberry. It was approximately 44.5% DNA, which actually has nothing to do with him or strawberries, just the fact that his last common ancestor with a strawberry was, in fact, a sponge. And if it was to be said that we don't have enough to cover, we have more than enough to cover on news. all being true and fact checked. Like how the sky turned purple due to an increase in the algae population in the Great Salt Lakes, as well as the Martian skies turning blue due to global warming, which actually, global warming has been linked to pufferfish deaths. And no, this is not an unaccounted variable, this is true and backed by statisticians. No, I don't want to cite my sources, but I read it in an article, so thank you. The conflicts in Samueristan have been elevating, and quality of living has been getting worse. We have a news reporter with us that is in Samueristan and has been reporting in for about a month. Well, in Samueristan, the political environment is quite extreme. We should probably start moving. That's a kid getting shot. Not a kid, actually. It's a midget. That is a fun fact about Samueristan is 40% of the population is actually midgets. And so as a news reporter here, I do not feel very safe, as I'm 6'3" and I'm 210 pounds. And they do not like that. That's what separates us, is that we're all different. And because of our differences, we feel angry towards each other. To those short people out there, if you were to come to Samueristan, it would be pretty bad. Do you need a license to be reporting news in a place like that? I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Do you need a license to report news in a place like that? Next question. Due to safety concerns and being in Samueristan, do you believe that there should be more protection or security for the press? No, I do not. I do not follow those beliefs, and I think we should be asking better questions than that. Alright, what part of Samueristan are you located? Where am I? I am in Brush City, Samueristan. It's a lot more safer here, but I have been able to report news. I've been able to, take our car routes, our news reporting car route, to make sure we could get it all. I cannot publish that film though, because according to the Geneva Convention, I am not allowed to. Do you believe that the midgets there are equal as us? No. Well, if that's all that has to be asked, then I guess we can move back to the main news. Thank you for having me. Well, thank you, Jalbert Mendez. I want to thank everyone that has been on here today, such as Maddox Austin Bias, although his appearance has